Here's what you're doing today to get better at boxing, specifically your footwork and combinations as well. This is beginner friendly. If you are a pro and you already do this, I'm going to teach you how to get more out of it with specifically what we're working on today. And specifically, that is a combination with our half steps, right? And with our half steps, we're going to get into a 1-2. Now, how do we put this all together in shadow boxing? In shadow boxing, that is just choreography of something that might be going on in the fight. So if you notice right now, I'm just circling around, imagining where my opponent's at, moving with them a little bit. Not close enough where any of us can go ahead and hit each other, but I am changing positions to go ahead and keep my opponent off, making them reset, getting a couple feints in. Now as I move, I might take an opportunity to go ahead and try to score a jab to see what's going on, get close enough, maybe catch a jab, reset again. Move my feet. And if you notice the whole time that I'm getting here, I'm doing something called half steps, right? I'm doing half steps to see what I can go ahead and get. Half steps to see what I can go ahead and get. Now, the combination that we're working on today is a 1-2. And the way that we're going to get there is we're going to throw the jab as we take our half step with our left foot, and then we're going to fire the right hand as soon as we plant our weight on that left foot, to make sure that we're in that new position against our opponent. So if you want to see what that looks like from a slow motion standpoint, as I take a half step with this left foot, I'm shooting the jab right there. Now, if you saw where I placed my hand, this is dependent on where my opponent is. The same way that where I throw this right hand is going to be dependent where my opponent is. If my opponent's head is over my left shoulder, well, that's where I'm going to go ahead and turn and throw the right hand. If I do the same thing off the half step and my opponent's head is over my right shoulder, that's where I'm going to go ahead and throw the right hand. But this is the setup. Left foot allows me to go ahead and change positions where I'm at to maybe catch another angle on my opponent, depending on the position of my opponent and my position according to them. Now, this jab is going to make sure that I mask them so they don't understand I did move this foot and I'm in a different position. It's going to distract them for them to think about something. Now, as soon as that distraction is done, I'm coming right through with the right hand again. So that is the combination that we're working on. So when we incorporate it into shadow boxing, depending on how advanced you are, you could just move around the ring. As soon as that half step happens, go ahead and shoot that right hand. But as we think about this and as I teach, it's our setup is how we get in, what we do when we get in, and then our exit is how we get out or we stop our opponent from punching. That is the entire choreography that needs to happen when we are now in engagement with our opponent. So as we're shadow boxing and you're moving around, your intentions and focus could be on what would happen and what does your opponent look like according to the position that you're in and the position that they're in to now be able to score this half step right hand. Now, where's your opponent at? Because that's going to dictate your exit. If they're over my right shoulder, it doesn't make sense for me to come this way because they're into that. So I shot that right hand. They're on that side. I want to exit out. I have three options. I can go in, I can go left, and I can go slightly forward. Back might not be the best option because if I go back, they're still right here and kind of close to me. And the purpose of an exit is to make sure that our opponent can no longer punch. We might not be able to punch either, but it does give us an opportunity to see everything that's going on. So now to look at what it would look like from a shadow boxing standpoint, if you want to make choreography up in your head just so it's easier to remember, I'm going to go 2 circles, then I'm going to shoot a jab. I'm going to go 2 more circles, then I'm going to shoot the jab and the right hand off of it. So 1 circle would be left, right, left, right. Now I'm shooting the jab here, depending on where my opponent's at. If they're over there, that's where I'm going to go and shoot the right hand. But right now I'm going to act as if they moved to the left the same way I was able to move to the left. So they're over there. So now for me to exit, I'm going to go the same way to get away from them, disengage all the way. Now I want to go 2 circles. So left, right is 1 circle, left, right is the other circle. Now I am going to shoot that jab and fire that right hand. So here, I'm still exiting the same way, then I would circle again. So now that was 2 times in a row that I did the combination to be able to land the right hand. Now as I shadow box, I might move around, I might fade, I might get a little defense in to see what my opponent's doing as well, maybe go the other way, get used to seeing what my opponent's doing. Then from there, I can get back into that same choreography. 2 circles, left, right, jab, get out, disengage all the way, so those don't count as circles. Now I am going to start getting into my circles. Left, right, half step right hand, exit, circle again, give myself an opportunity to slow down and retain all this information because I'm only working on one setup in combination right now. Maybe shoot a scoring shot, maybe feint, reset your opponent. And that's how you will incorporate it for shadow boxing. So if you're new to this, that is a lot of information to go ahead and work on. So take your time. Don't go straight into 3-minute rounds. Don't go straight into 4-minute rounds. Because at that point, you're just turning this into cardio. And if that's what you're doing, I would say just run. But obviously, you want to be good at boxing as well. So this is a way that you can incorporate what our emphasis is into your shadow boxing. Ask me questions. That's what I make videos on. And I'll see you on the next one.